Here in Rogers, we help young artists take the next step in their career. Being a star takes more than talent. It takes hard work and a lot of determination.
You know, it is a tough life that we've chosen here. You know, nothing is guaranteed.
Hey everybody, it's Barrett Baber, and I'm reaching out to you to ask for your help. I need your vote so that I can win this season of The Voice.
You know, I had to quit my job before the auditions. It was still scary and not really knowing what I was gonna do if this thing didn't work out. There was no way I was gonna take that leap of faith unless something crazy happened, and something crazy did happen. You know, what you saw in my blind audition on The Voice was the culmination of 15 years of grinding. I never really considered, you know, how powerful it could be to share yourself with the nation. It's always been about showing my kids and showing those high school kids that it's not crazy, that nothing is impossible. If you're willing to work, that good things can happen. Going on The Voice was the catalyst for, you know, everything that I'm doing now.
My family, we're part of the Eastern Shawnee tribe of Oklahoma. Growing up, something I really fell in love with, you know, when I was a child, listening to the drum circles and stuff at powwows. It feels like you're part of the land and you're connected to something different. Really trying to incorporate that in my music.
Rock music has always kind of had an urban element to it. But you know, there's something cool going on with your music that I think taps into what Rogers is about.
Yep.
It's got this Ozark, earthy thing and rootsy thing. It's a good place to bounce from and to develop a brand that could really be about where you're from.
And I think as an artist, there's so much momentum and so much energy here, man. And you're just really able to tap into that. It's inspiring just to walk outside, it's so pretty. And then you go and hear amazing artists. We just recently released an EP, and a very important step that we're really looking at and trying to figure out right now is our first music video. I think that's just a really important piece of what we got to do here because, you know, the music is one thing, but you got to have those visuals to kind of tie the story together and give people something to look at too.
And I think these days it's just so much about content and telling a story with your music. And I think Caleb's going to have a great time filming a video, but also I think it'll be important for his promotional aspects and building a following so he can kind of create a window into that world that is his music.
Yeah. Let's see where we can take this thing.
Right on.
So now I have to take these flyers and these designs and promote my show. That's tricky for me. I love people, but putting myself out there is always challenging. Honestly, I don't really want to be doing this, but you know, it's part of it. So we're gonna give it our best shot.
All right, here I go. Sorry, okay.
I'm really nervous.
Hi, my name's Sierra Carson. I just want to introduce myself real quick. I'm Sierra Carson. I'm a musician here from Rogers, and I have a show tonight. And I have a show tonight at the Fox Trail Distillery. Yeah, it's at the Fox Trail Distillery over across in Rogers. Yeah, so I would love to see you guys out there. You guys enjoying your day?
Yes, so far.
Awesome, great, thank you. Nice to see you guys.
Yeah, Sierra's got to get out there and promote herself. And I think after she does it a few times, it'll become very natural.
Hi. Thank you. I'm good. How are you? My name's Sierra. I'm a musician here from Rogers, and I have a show tonight at Fox Trail Distillery. So I just wanted to come and let you know about that.
So, how do you like music?
I play a lot of acoustic stuff, a mixture of like modern stuff, and I play a lot of covers of like Joni Mitchell and things like that. Yeah.
And how long you been singing?
I've been singing since, I don't know, maybe I was 7, 8, long time.
So can I hear a little bit?
Sure. What do you want to hear?
One of your favorite songs.
All right. This is a happy song, why don't you sing along? I know you may be hurting, but you can stay strong. This is our happy song, we sing to one another. Every gender, color, all the star-crossed lovers, carry on.
Wow.
Yeah, Sierra's so personable. I mean, she's not going to have any problem endearing herself to fans and people that may want to come see her play.
Hey, that's a blessing.
Thank you.
You gotta give.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Hey, thank you.
I think for her to get out with the crowd before the shows, and these are all elements of being a performer.
I work for a company called Costa Farms, and we sell indoor plants to pretty much every retailer. They're very supportive of work-life balance, so I can go and do my day job, and then I have music that I can always come to after. It's been a real blessing to have a job like that as an artist.
But I think the reality is, we know what he wants to do with music, and I think that's what's driving him. Caleb's rehearsal space is awesome at Sunrise Stage, and he's having very productive rehearsals. Kind of got a stage vibe and setup. You feel a little more real time.
If you'd come up with something maybe on the toms that kind of feels like those powwow moments, if you guys can kind of fit what you're doing around the drums, let's just run through it once and see what we can come.
Ready?
One arm, I have some tattoos that I've kind of dedicated to my heritage. This arm is basically all to my tribe. It's got beadwork, and then going up my sleeve is it's got a panther, a swan, and a shooting star. That's the symbol for the Eastern Shadi tribe of Oklahoma. Don't stop the show, keep going. So my drummer Travis, he was kind of eager to bring this element in. We're trying to lock it into a way that it all kind of ties together, and it's a rhythmic thing that not only the drums are doing, but the guitars and bass are really locking into that. So you get that feeling when you're listening to the music that everything's kind of connected. Did you just say I'm crazy? Did you hear what all the rumors say? So we actually got the name The Next Unknown from a song that Kenny and I wrote called Take Me Back. They say you shouldn't get too close. We had been bouncing around ideas for 2 or 3 months. We had some pretty crazy ones. We were sitting in the room in the studio, Kenny, myself, and Mike Bailey, who produced this. So tell me something that I'll already know. And Kenny's like, what about The Next Unknown? Because it's one of the lines in our song. There's no saving my soul. It's a metaphor for life in general. We're all kind of on this journey, and it's an unknown journey. We don't know where we're going. We have goals, we have paths. But you can only control so much. When I was 12, I was in a car wreck, and my dad and sister died, and I was the only survivor. I just had really, really bad survivor's guilt, and I had a really hard time.
It's, a really hard thing to go through that at such a young age and have to grow up really quickly. He took on a lot of responsibility to really show up for his dad. My dad was, amazing is an undersell. Everybody loved him, genuine to the core. He get up and go to work from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day. He won the Employee of the Year at Lazy Boy. He worked in the factory. He won it every year for 17 years. Then after that, he would go and coach all our sports teams. So they named, the baseball field after him. And it's a weird thing to have somebody that is that great in your life, even for a short amount of time, because people that are that special, it does something forever to you. He lived through that always thinking that he needed to do something really great. That changed him in the way that he values everything that he does, who he has in his life, and who he is as a person. Truly wakes up and appreciates every day. He knows what's important. Life is about experience. It's not about things.
You find yourself looking to memories or pictures and things that your dad did, how he stood, or how he talked in a certain situation. You're trying to remember those moments because that's important. I found myself also looking to music to find a male influence in my life. Probably one of my favorite songs of all time is a song by Pearl Jam called Release. He's actually talking about he didn't know his dad. He didn't know his biological dad. The second verse comes in and he says, "Oh dear dad, can you see me now? I am myself like you somehow. And I'll ride the wave where it takes me. Then I'll hold the pain, release me." And man, that just did something to me the first time I heard that. I think I just really needed that. It was something that I
I connected to, and I would find myself getting up like 2 hours before school in the morning, which is really weird, but I would just play that song on repeat, you know, and kind of get okay with life and okay with things and be able to go and face the day. That's why that's just a really important song to me.
It's hard for me to wrap my head around why bad things happen.
You know, quite a few people didn't make it off the plane. I know it was really hard on him for a lot of years.
I'm looking at college versus industry for the next year.
I just want her to realize her full potential.
Music is always going to be implemented into my everyday life.
Really hope to start spreading our music out to the masses, see what kind of momentum we can get on a national level.